Hello everyone, I was recently sent a chainsaw from some people to take a look at. This is the unboxing of what was included in the box of the chainsaw. The metal chainsaw guide and a cover, a nice little plastic cover to slide on top of it, obviously for safety reasons and also to keep the chain from perhaps damaging. So that was the first item that was the main thing that needed to be done on any kind of assembly, is installing the chain guide and then putting the chain around it and then securing it back into the chainsaw. They also included a nice little funnel. Here is the main part of the chainsaw here, the main the engine part, the main device, and it was wrapped neatly. A nice yellow color on this one. There's some little holes there for the gas and oil. Here is a little clear bottle for gasoline oil mixture. It's a 25:1 gas to oil mixture ratio, so make sure you do that. They also included the needed tools to tighten and loosen everything that you need, so it was right there with you. And then they also had the instructions on what you need to do to get it going. So that was what was included in the box with this chainsaw from QZTODO, the 2500 QZTODO chainsaw. And there you can see the chain also that was included in the box. Okay, once we got everything ready in the for the chainsaw ready to go, and the saw blade all tightened up and everything, then we went out to the yard. We got some protective eye gear and went and found my gloves and decided to take a hike to the back of the yard and see if we could put this thing to use. So we walked to the back of the yard and we saw some big heavy limb that we had in a little burn container. I have a little burn bucket in the backyard. You can see that it chopped right through that. So nice, powerful little chainsaw, being able to take some of these big heavy branches that I have in my yard. I got a couple of big trees here and there, and it did some damage on that for sure. Then I decided to walk over to the crepe myrtle tree, big mature crepe myrtle tree in the corner of the yard, and we cut some limbs from it. So there's some smaller limbs. Big huge tree. We did find one branch, and we went ahead and cut off right here. You can see how the chainsaw just slides through it pretty easy right there. So it makes nice quick work of all these smaller branches. So that's not very big jobs right there, but we decided to walk over to the other side. Well, right here I decided to go ahead and cut that one up a little bit into some smaller pieces. Probably not the best way to do it, but anyway. So during Hurricane Ida, which was a good little while back, we had a mature crepe myrtle tree on the other side of our deck that you can see there, our wooden deck with the metal roof over there. So we walked over there and decided to take a look at that stump that was there. So we walked over behind the deck to the stump where the crepe myrtle tree used to be, and you can see it's already cut off there from other work that we did. But we went ahead and got the chainsaw fired up here and cut through these bigger stumps from the bottom. And so this is a little bit bigger job here, and it's made nice work of it. I went ahead and got these two tall ones chopped down. And then I decided to go ahead and work on the larger pieces here, which was more of a challenge with this. This chainsaw blade is not really super long, so this was a little more challenging. It might not have been the best use of the tool, but I went ahead and decided to go ahead and give it a shot. And you can see I attacked it. They had the roots that were sticking out. I cut through some of the roots. They were sticking from the ground. And then eventually we're going to have to dig this up or pull it out somehow or other, but it's been like this for a while, so I decided this would be a good task for it. So I cut through some of the roots and cut through that stump piece right there, closer to the ground. I was a little bit thicker piece. You can see how it made nice work of it. That was just a few seconds to cut through that. So powerful little tool here. And then depending on what you have going on in your yard, this little chainsaw can do the trick. I'm pretty sure it can. So we really decided I'd go ahead and cut through this big stump piece here. That was a little more challenging. I had to hit it from both sides because it was a thicker piece, but I was able to chop it down and get this little nub down closer to the ground. And that little last part, I just grabbed the thing and pulled it back, so you can see how much that was. That was pretty thick, but this little chainsaw did the trick. So a nice little tool to have, at your disposal at your house.